From the field to the studio to your ears. Welcome back. Day 6 hours here. All is good. You don't have to worry anymore. We're here. Me, Bryson, and Keegan. The whole squad, they pulled up just for you listeners. How are you guys today?
Good. You get
Wonderful.
to sit down, talk some baseball. You got Chiefs football tonight. Spooktober. I mean, the vibes are right. I mean, it's a great time. How are you doing, Carter?
I'm all right. You know, it's the best time of the year. It's playoff baseball and football, regular season. You know, I can't ask for anything more. Well, man, if I want to,
Fair.
winning lottery numbers would be great, but everybody can't be that lucky. So,
Hey, not every day's Christmas.
but we got
Good.
today National League Wild Card Breakdown for this year, 2022. Just had to clear up that air. What series you guys want to start on? You want to start on? There's two. There were two series.
Oh my God, we can start on the
Get
Phillies.
it
if
over
you
with.
want.
Get it
over with.
Okay. The
Hold
Phillies
on. Let me just.
went into St.
ready.
Louis
Mm.
for this wild card series. They went in with a 4-3 record over the Cardinals on the regular season. First game, game one, Cardinals shut out the Phillies through 8 innings. It's like 8 1/3, I think. 8 1/3 innings. And then, they called the pin, and the Cardinals bullpen just imploded. It completely blew up, and I don't even know what happened. I still don't think they know what happened.
They don't.
Walked the first batter, loaded the bases. Ryan Hesley loaded the bases up, and it was just downhill from there. Gave up 6 runs in the 9th inning. The rest is history.
Cardinals
Came
just
back and
couldn't find
scored
a way.
1 in the bottom of the 9th. If that kind of
Had a little bit of rally
added
going
there.
on there.
Yeah, they tried.
And then they forgot to show up the next day.
Combined for 10 hits and 9 runs in that game. Game 2 comes around.
Whoa. We're not even going to talk about Zach Wheeler. I mean, the man looking like 2020 Zach Wheeler, 6-0,
Wheeling,
6.1
dealing.
innings, 2 hits, struck out 4. He just was the ace that the Phillies had in 2020 when didn't he win Cy Young that year, I want to say, or he finished top
in
3
the
at
talks.
least.
Yeah, he was up there. He was close to. I don't think he
Yeah.
won it.
Great
He
outing
was
from
getting
Wheeler.
there.
But game two, it was a low scoring game. 11 total hits combined between the teams. 2 runs. Harper solo shot in the second.
And no doubt celebration he got. It's just nice. Through the slow watching it fly and then the subtle little flip of the bat. Sometimes he can give it a little bit more if he needs to, or how much energy he's feeling. But I love the subtleness of the no doubt Stelly Harper's got.
But Cardinals left a lot of guys on base. They actually out-hit the Phillies 7-4 in that game. They just couldn't get anybody across. Couldn't get the timely hits in the game. But yeah, I mean, Aaron Nola came out and he dealed. He looked great. Anything else? Anything else on game 2?
Pujols, he recorded 2
2
base
hits?
knocks. His last game.
Yeah, that hit late in the game 2.
Yachty kept the line moving, bottom 9. Really thought that maybe, just maybe,
I thought Yachty was going to send that one to the moon.
That magic was coming, but obviously it was great to see them both finish out their careers in St. Louis. Obviously, Yachty spent his whole career there. Pujols, he kind of took way around the MLB and ended up finishing up there. But Zach Eflin for the Phillies, he finished both the games for the Phillies. Actually gave up a run in game 1, but he's not usually a closer, so it was kind of weird to see him shutting the door both games. But Phillies go on to play the Braves. I think that might be one of the more exciting series in the whole MLB playoffs. I'm really looking forward to that because I think best Phillies team going into that can put up a real shot against the Braves. I think the Braves are a very complete team. Spencer Strider, he just got that 6-year deal today. I think if the Phillies can go in there, Wheeler's pitching well, Nola, maybe you get him at the end of that series. I really think the Phillies have a shot to. I'm not gonna say play upset because I'm not gonna fan the fire any more than it needs to be fanned. But I think the Phillies, they can make some noise in this matchup.
Yeah. The Phillies offense. If that Phillies offense is hot, they're close to unstoppable. But when they're not hot, it's miserable.
It's kind of like the Chiefs offense in a way.
The Chiefs offense is always on fire.
Yeah, the Indianapolis Colts.
I wasn't
sorry.
See, that's just a practice. The scrimmage game doesn't count.
Who are the player of the series? Who you guys got?
I'll probably get a lot of hate for this. I've been talking to him all year.
There's no
Harper?
way. There's no way.
Where's
He went
Harper?
hitless. Game
What did he
one.
do?
Game one, he went
Hitless.
hitless. That's all right. Ignore that.
What?
Bryce Harper. He went 2 for 7 with a home run, a lead go ahead home run in game 2 in the second inning.
Oh my!
And a walk and an RBI.
You're just swinging that sword for Bryce. You got to continue.
Somebody's got to.
I love it.
Somebody's
I
got
love
to.
it.
That 2 for 7.
Golly, I had Alec Boehm. He was my player of the
Hey.
series. Defensively, I was just so surprised with how well he played. I was expecting vice versa, Nolan Arenado to lock down third base. But man, Alec Boehm, watching him, he made a couple just snags in the air. He had one against Nolan Arenado that I remember vividly. But I was just really happy to see the Phillies defensively not completely implode. I know they've had a lot of head scratching plays defensively this year. So it was good to see him play well. He went 2 for 5 at the plate, 2 doubles and an RBI. Like I just talked about, I think the Phillies just needed someone to make a difference defensively. And he was like, you know what? I got that. I'll lock that down.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, after
Ego Carter.
After he had that one error earlier in the year where he came out afterwards and said, I hate this city or hate this place, he's been pretty locked down defensively after that. It's good to see him improve in the field. Phillies need
I'm just going to say, the Phillies just, sometimes they see some of those videos and I'm just like, this is an actual Major League roster? This is weird.
They had some bad defensive plays at the beginning of the year. They were bad. It looked like Little League. It was bad.
Yeah. Keegan, give me your
Just won the playoff series.
player of the series. Who you got?
I'll go Aaron Nola. Keep the momentum going. Pitches lights out. I mean, the Cardinals' offense looked like it forgot to show up in game 2. Like I said, shutting the door. Like you guys mentioned, they faced the Braves. If the Phillies pitching can do what it did versus the Cardinals, they definitely have a shot to beat the Braves. So the problem is Atlanta is on fire. So that's going to be hard to stop them. They're ready to repeat.
Be a good series for sure.
Also, the Cardinals bullpen is probably player of the series for the Phillies too. Brian Heasley just handed them the game in game 1, and that was it. That series.
Go invest in a closer. You got to get that bullpen
The
fixed.
Cardinals are, if they actually like spend money, like if you got a closer, a top tier shortstop, and maybe a starter or 2.
They have so much money tied into that shortstop position, though. So much.
Who?
DeYoung.
Paul.
I guess they have they also who broke out this year. Tommy Edman is who they have a shortstop. Yeah, I mean he's solid, but I forgot about Paul.
DeYoung got that big contract, and he was playing in AAA this year at one point.
Yeah. I remember when he came back from AAA. I think he was like on fire, but I don't think he was on the. Was he on the wildcard roster? Does anyone know?
I couldn't tell you. I
didn't know. Maybe he took an at bat and I didn't realize.
Padres mess.
Padres mess. I don't know how I felt going into the series. The Padres held a 4-2 record over the Mets in the regular season, but I wanted this to be a good series. I really wanted it to be a good series. It just felt weird seeing these two teams match up for me. I don't know why. It just felt weird.
This felt like this was going to You go, Keeg, you go.
It felt like it had potential, but it went to 3 games. But game 1
Mhm.
wasn't close. Game 2 wasn't really close. Game 3 it had no hype. I mean, Mets disappointing season, to say the least. But
I
they
really
do that
thought-
every year. So
I thought this was going to be one of the better matchups. I thought this was going to be one of the best wild card matchups. You got 2 of, again, great rotations in baseball. Scherzer versus Darvish, game 1. Then you had DeGrom versus who went game 2 for the Padres. I can't even think.
oh my goodness.
Snell goes game 2 for the
There you go.
Padres. And then game 3, you had Joe Musgrove versus Chris Bassett. So 3 just top 6 great starting pitchers. I was curious why Bassett started game 3 and not like Tyler Megill, maybe Carlos Carrasco. But game 1, I know Scherzer, he kind of got bounced around a bit. He gave up 7 runs and 4.2 innings of work. Not really something we're
Gave up
used to
4
seeing.
home runs.
Absolutely wild. He just looked pissed on the mound. I mean, we know how intense Mad Max is, and it probably hurt worse to see how good Darvish looked on the other side of it. 7 innings, only gave up 1 run. The
Underrated a year.
Oh, you Darvish?
Yes.
I would agree wholeheartedly.
I feel like no one talks about him anymore.
His son, I hear his son has been
yeah, I've
coming up.
seen the video. Yeah, insane.
I feel like I've heard more about his son than I've heard of you Darvish this year.
Probably.
But Snell game 2. Okar, did you have anything about game 1?
No, I mean, just all the Padres runs came from home runs in the first game, and that's a good thing. It's also a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you think about it, you're not really producing runs outside of home runs. And that's kind of what I expected game 2 to the Mets throw pitches down in the zone, keep the ball out of the air, and that's kind of what they did. So let's hop into game 2. 15 total hits, 10 total runs. Couple great plays. Lindor hit a solo shot. Alonso hit a solo shot.
Yes, sir. Polar bear.
This was the only game, the only series of the wild card round this year that wasn't a sweep. The Mets came out on top 7-3. Edwin Diaz came in, looked great. I thought it was a good game. Good matchup. DeGrom looked amazing.
You know, this was DeGrom's first postseason pitching appearance in his home stadium.
Really?
Yes, it was.
Hmm.
Keegan's trying to think.
Wasn't he supposed
to call me out.
Wasn't he supposed to pitch game 6 when we beat them in 2015? I'm pretty sure he was supposed to pitch in New York that next game if we lost.
I'm not sure that so long ago.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody knew.
No, I'm not sure. Snell, I mean,
we're going. It'd be him or Syndergaard.
Yeah,
that would have gone.
Probably. Snell, I mean, obviously game 2, he looked shaky, 3.1 innings pitched. He only gave up 2 runs, so I mean, not insanely bad, but DeGrom, obviously weird to talk about his first postseason appearance at home. 6 innings, only gave up 2 runs, struck out 8. Jeff McNeil, he came through, bases loaded in the 7th. That scored 2. It kind of really sparked the rest of the runs for the Padres, or the Mets in game 2. I'm sorry. 4 runs in the 7th. That kind of took momentum. The Padres, they did have bases loaded. 2 outs, down 4 with Josh Bell at the plate, top 9. Obviously grounded out, weren't able to get it done. I really enjoy watching Josh Bell play in the postseason. I think this man has been criminally underrated his whole career. Now seeing him kind of get that spotlight, he showed up game 1. I want to say he hit a home run in game 1.
Yeah, he had a homer. He hit a bomb.
So to see that guy continue to just play well, I think I love that. So,
yeah. Oh my gosh, I was gonna say, is there a player of the series?
Oh, but then we got game 3. That was only game 2.
Oh,
This
my
guy.
bad.
Game 3, Chris Bassett kept it close. Only gave up 3 runs through 4 innings, but the bats for the Mets absolutely quiet. Joe Musgrove came in. Wow.
The ear gate.
Oh, stop.
They were all up in his ears, bro.
Yeah, it was-
Checking for stuff.
Mets only
Dude,
had
the
one
Mets-
hit in game 3, and it was just
Mhm.
they just
They were
fell
desperate.
apart. They
Yeah.
went missing. I don't
Mets
know.
offense is
Yeah.
pitiful. They got to
It
find
was
some
rough.
bats.
Mhm.
But Joe Musgrove, he's already dealing, and then they go out there attacking him, everything, see if he's cheating. That looked like it hyped him up even more. I mean, he started
He
celebrating.
turns around and strikes out the side in the next inning and
Yep.
stared down their
Taunts
dugout
the
when he walked
dugout,
off.
him and Danny taunts. I love it. You mean I'll start player of the series. My player of the series. Ooh, no, I'll go Musgrove. I'll go Musgrove. I was gonna go Manny because he kind of brings like that hype, like with no Tatis, even though you bring in Soto, he kind of like just keeps the good vibes going. He's like the leader. He obviously had an awesome year. So,
MVP type year. I mean,
really, like
honestly.
honestly. But the way Musgrove went out there and pitched game 3, and then they get on him about maybe cheating with the substance, and then he just taunts the dugout, like that hypes me up. So I'll go Joe Musgrove for player of the series.
Love that. I got Joe Musgrove as well. I mean, like Keegan said, he pitched an absolute gem in what could have been the biggest game of the year for the Padres up to this point. 7 innings of work, only 1 hit, struck out 5. Very good Mets lineup. I thought Joe was going to struggle, but he built off the strong end of the season that he had. I know he went like 6 innings against the Dodgers, the last pitching performance of the year, only gave up 2 hits. So it was good to see him build off that, but definitely not hard to look for a player of the series this one. Carter, that means you got
Profar.
I was going to say, you got to go someone different now.
Jurickson Profar, he went 4 for 11, 4 RBIs, 2 walks, and 3 runs. He had a 3-run home run in game 1, that scraped the wall in right field. It was like Joe Carter-esque of a home run. I loved it. It was awesome. I think he had a good year. I think he's underrated on this team. I think he gets overshadowed by all the top guys. But yeah.
The Padres have a lot of guys around them that just step up into the postseason. Trent Grisham has the Padres record for most postseason games with an RBI.
Golly. Who would have guessed? Trent Grisham.
Exactly. They just got random guys stepping up.
When was the last time you heard Trent Grisham said before Juan Soto when talking about the Padres, though?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But how do you guys feel about the Padres Dodgers matchup?
It's no. Sorry.
Not good.
I'm sorry, Padres, but the Dodgers are just that team.
So it's all about the pitching.
In game 1, Mike Clevenger this season against the Dodgers has a above 8 ERA against the Dodgers.
Yeah, weren't the Dodgers really bad weren't the Padres really bad against the Dodgers this year?
I think
Yeah, the Dodgers wiped the floor with them in pretty much every series.
I'm
pulling for the Padres, but it's hard. It's hard to.
I'd like that.
Seeing what they did in the regular season against the Dodgers, it just wasn't pretty.
I want that only in the aspect of I don't want to see the Dodgers play the Braves in the NLCS. Do not want a Braves-Dodgers matchup.
Mm-hmm.
I want it in the aspect of good baseball, but as a baseball fan, give me the Phillies versus the Padres. Give me the 2 wild card teams.
That'd be fire.
Give me
I
the
would
2
love
wild
that
card
matchup.
teams. I wouldn't like it just in the aspect of we'd have to hear Carter talk about the Phillies more.
Just for that, I'm a diehard Braves fan for a week.
Uh-oh. Spencer Strider and the boys.
Yo, hopping on the bandwagon.
I love it.
But anything else? Anything else for our NL wild card? Wild cards?
I don't think so.
Else?
I don't think so.
Hit us up on the Instagram, the YouTubes, the Spotify's, wherever you play podcasts and listen to podcasts, Apple Music, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Hit us up. Big Cartel / the 6 hour for the merch. Spooktober around the corner. Got some cool stuff working in the works.
Who knows?
But,
Who knows?
See Benny in the background, and he's
Hey.
out.
He's chilling. We got the Michael Myers
Mhm.
mask. Got some webs. Who knows? We're getting spooky out here. I need the boys to keep the vibe. Where are your spooky vibes, boys? What are we doing?
Not
What are we
bad.
doing?
I'll go buy some right now.
There it is. Key's getting on it. But yeah, Big
I
Cartel
don't know.
/ the A16 hour. You guys got to get on there. You
Mhm.
got to stick with us. I know it's been a while since we dropped anything, but I mean, who knows? Maybe we got something coming soon in the works. But you guys got anything else?
No, sir.
No,
We out.
we're out.
Peace.
Peace.